Welcome to Igbokweuche.
Okay, so with Chi, you don't really need don't need to be heavy-handed. The first thing, okay, so it was a phase. It started with Chi. Oh yeah, go upstairs and cry. You want to cry because she realized then that maybe she could manipulate us with tears because apparently it worked with daddy. So
choking your nose
because he manipulates you with tears and it works.
They will never die from crying.
No, but remember that was what I wanted to say.
Wait.
You will never fall ill from crying.
I'm sorry, Florence. God bless you. I need to say this. I say this thing in my household every time. Kion's mommy. Kion's mommy, his nanny, and his auntie. Somehow they got into their heads that if he might die because he's crying. And I say it all the time. So if Kion starts to cry, he's like, oh, I'm like, no, let him cry. And I tell him to his face, young man, you will never find an article online or anywhere in the world where they said that baby dies because baby cried. No! Dear, this cry you want to cry, Baba, you go cry out.
But I told you now.
And guess what? Now when he's done crying, he'll now come and meet you and say, Dada, I'm back to normal. Good job. Do you want to eat? Yes, Dada. Then we'll eat. He's not going to die.
If he gets to you like he was getting to me with Chi, go to your room, lock her up. Not lock her up, just shut the door. Let her cry. Do something else. Distract yourself because he will get to you. You're a mom. Just put her in a room. Go to your room and you want to cry? Yes. Go to your room and cry. And trust me, once she's done, she will come out and say, Mommy, I'm done. You're done. And you clean your eyes. She'll clean your eye. Come. You want Caprisone? Yes, go and take Caprisone.
Remember the other episode where I said I spoke Igbo to Igbo have never spoken before in my life. Wow. I spoke it. Kion just knew the tone.
Was like, sorry.
So he was not crying. I said, you want to cry? I said, oh, yeah, sit down there and cry very well. Lean back. Put the pillow, lean back, cry very well. When he saw that the thing was not working, he just started looking at me. The tab that I kept for him to look, he just side eye. So I turned the tab, opened it, I was not looking. When I left him, his father now came. So yeah, I tell him that. I say, you want to cry? I say, cry, sit down there, move, adjust the hair, cry.
But you have to be consistent. Because if sometimes he cries and you go and say, and you baby him, he has to keep trying and hoping that maybe this time you will baby him because he doesn't know when you will baby him or when you will tell him he has to cry himself out.
Because trust us, they will never stop.
Keeping him
consistently.
Oh, you mean
if he has done something bad and he's crying, let him cry.
Okay.
Because once you say sorry, you just backspace all the. That means it's okay. You know, you regret. You regret telling him that what he did was bad. Do you understand? So that's what you've just undone what you've done.
Oh my goodness.
Because they are very good manipulators.
Yes, they're very good.
As in with their face, their voice, there's this thing that Ikechukwu does like.
Kion does it.
Daddy,
and not one tears. No, Kion does it and tear will be rolling.
Yeah.
Yes, they are very good.
Still fake.
They are very good. So you just have to.
You
just have to be.
You're acting already. You took it from your father and your mother.
So consistency. Yeah. Okay. We will get there.
Yeah.
I can't.
There's no playbook for parenting.
I can't wait to be
learn on the job.
Yes, that's the thing. It's learn on the job.
Yes.
That's just exhausting.
Sometimes it gets really overwhelming in terms of your decision because you're deciding for a kid, for a child. So you get to question yourself.
Own,
did I do right? And that's where you need each other. You have to discuss it. Sometimes and they happen at the spot of the moment. You have to decide.
Very true.
So you have to go back and say, babe, see what I did. Did I?
Exactly.
Did we? Okay, yes, no, it's fine. And so with that, we should always pray for the grace.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's key.
I remember when she came back and she said, Mommy, I want to ask you a question. My heart left my body because I knew. I said, what is it? See, Mommy, is it okay for a girl to like a boy?
Your face is killing me.
I'm
that's a heavy conversation.
You have to like everybody because everybody has been made in God's image. Say no, mommy. You know, you just like a boy. I say yes. Is it okay? I say it's okay, as long as you don't act on it.
Did she ask you what you mean by act?
Oh, she did.
It's like an onion with this people.
So it's okay for you to just say hello. What's his name? I think I can't remember. Let's just say it's Steven. You say hello, Steven. You can just say hello, Steven. But I could see that I was losing her.
It's kind of like this woman is not.
No, because her eyes was just darting away and she was getting distracted. I said no, I can't lose this. I need, because this is like I felt like it was a
for her to have come to you.
Yeah.
So I said. I had to run to uncle. This cannot be on me alone. So
yeah, come on.
Yeah.
After all, it's about liking a boy.
You're a boy, so.
And so I passed the button.
So we have to. Well, we talked about it at length. So she had to go back because she confided in her and all that. So she told her, look, for now, there'll be times to like boys, to like but for now, let's just
focus on
kids.
our focus.
I want to enjoy your innocence for now. Be innocent. Yeah, it will get to that because things are happening faster now.
Yeah, so does it worry you that, as you've done the right thing by letting her know that, it's okay to like a boy, but, this is not something you should
yes.
bother yourself with now. Are you worried about, friends at school that she might have those because they talk to each other? Like, what if she talks to someone else who has talked to their own parents who says, oh, yes, tell them you like them or spend time with them if you like the boy. And then she talks to her friend and her friend tells her, oh, this is what my dad said. He said we should spend time with the boy and all of that. Does that worry you? Does that scare you? How does one legislate against stuff like this?
I don't think I'm worried because my kid knows that the communication line is always open. Like, we have this conversation every night. Like, what's new? What happened in school today? Did you meet anybody? Mommy, I didn't meet anybody. What fun thing happened today? Fun thing? Nothing. What? So I'm always asking direct questions. So I'm not just saying, how was your day? I try to ask direct questions. Okay. Yes. So I think to an extent.
They came back one day from school and they said in school bus, one little kid gave the middle finger. And they told us about it and we're like, no, so
they kind of mentioned that. Okay.
Yes, they did.
Because they know that that's wrong.
Yes. So we try to be their friend. We try to draw them in and ask questions. That is half. We in fact we need to keep doing that. To make sure that they don't, because they will definitely be friends. Like you said. We need to be their friend as well.
Okay, so please, I want to take you back to disciplining your child. Has it been any time where you disciplined or hit any of them and they were scared of you?
Yes, that day. The day I told you I grabbed Chi. She looked at me and that day my heart broke. She looked at me. I just left her and she went to sit down. In fact, I didn't tell her anything till later. I went to meet her. Meet her Chi later. I grabbed her and I held her and she was looking at me like,
you could spank me again, daddy.
Yes.
Chai.
That day I had to rein it in. I had to consciously tell myself, guy,
never again.
Don't do this like this again,
I think for me it was Ikechukwu. I was in charge of helping him with homework. Yes. It used to be very tedious because that was during the corona period, so we had to stay at home and he struggled. Yes, that was the year they were teaching them sound and everything, so even till now it still affects him. He can't read as well as his sister could at that age, so I of course I felt beating was the way to go. And then I would spank him and like, get this thing, it's A+, this is A, and I was getting very impatient. One day he looked at me and said, Mommy, is something wrong with my brain? I swear I died.
How can you say something so serious and make it sound funny?
Oh my goodness, I am my child's first bully. That is what I am doing. I'm bullying my child. I'm making my child feel. I cry, I will. And that was the last time I ever raised my hand to beat him when he had to do it. And he has done so well after then. So he's not scared of homework as it was before. Because I realized that I would say, bring your book, let's do homework, and he was scared. But when I stopped beating him and I tried to be as patient, when I get impatient, I walk away and I call him because he is Mr. Patience, So I decided then, okay, Ikechukwu, Daddy will help you with your homework since I'm so short-fused. And then I will handle Chidinma, and it's been working. So days that I feel very calm, I'll take him with his homework, and so the beating, I can't remember when last we raised our hands on our kids anymore, because we've said yes.
Okay, so you mentioned school. Our school is different from their school.
Yes.
Our school, our teachers were allowed to beat us.
Yes, or more.
You're doing that. What face is that?
Because I think I can guess the question.
Have they ever hit your child?
Yeah, and she was fired.
Okay, that's a good conversation. That's good talk. Good talk. I'm glad this is the shortest part of it. Because yes.
Our director wants to know the story.
Of course, you want to know the story.
Okay.
Are you comfortable talking about it?
Yes.
Did he watch? Did he direct this podcast like she's a consumer of the podcast? You understand? So she wants to know things. But yeah, it works.
Also, apart from people watching on YouTube, our listeners will also like to
hear.
Yeah, because they're not seeing our expression.
Yeah. Okay, so I almost kept him out of it because I know he can douse my flame. So I didn't tell him about it. So Ikechukwu comes home and says his teacher beat him. That she beat him, his body is paining him. I say, he beat you, your body is paining you, let's go back to this. So the next morning, I got him dressed and I decided to drop him. School bus came. I said, no, school bus, go, don't worry, I'll drop my child.
And Ike didn't know that?
No, I didn't tell. I think I told him after I came back.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
They had done the damage.
So I took him to the school. When we got there, I went straight to the principal or the owner of the school. Yeah. So I said, Ikechukwu, I think he was 3. Yeah, he was 3. I was leave screen. I said, Ikechukwu, what happened? Say his teacher beat him. What did you do? He didn't finish his food or something lame. Like it wasn't like he did anything exactly, or he couldn't identify an alphabet. I mean, like a 3-year-old, why would you beat to the point that his body was paining him? So we spoke to his hearing just. It's okay. So thanks, dear. Thank you. So we spoke to the. So we spoke to the owner of the school, and then she said, "Okay, who is the teacher?" So he points at the teacher who beat him, and then teacher comes in and says, "Oh, Ikechukwu, my boy," and then he looks at her like, "Who's your boy?" And then he runs into my body. And then she says, what is it? And then we tell her, she's like, no, I never beat him. Why would I beat him? Blah, 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 blah. The owner of the school said, okay, you can go. So after she leaves, the owner of the school says, Ikechukwu, did I beat you? He said, no, you didn't beat me. He mentioned another teacher. Did that teacher beat you? He said, no. Did this teacher beat you? He said, yes. He said, you see, so he cannot be lying about it. And this is you're the 3rd parent complaining about this woman beating.
Okay.
Long story short, she was fired at the end of the day. I felt bad, but I mean, I wasn't the only parent that had complained about it, so I took consolation in that. Yeah, then I came home and I confessed to him, but the damage had already done. And he scolded me like, why did you have to do that? You can't always, step in every time the kid have problem, and all of that.
If it was you, what would be your reaction?
Yeah, how would you have handled that?
Yeah, okay. There's something Okay, she says I overthink things. Because I feel that. Oh yes, I think so. So I feel that for me, I don't want anybody to. Those things that people do that they'll say, no, I didn't beat him, and go and take him to the corner. I'm like,
why did you go and
tell? I try to avoid those kind of situations. So I actually wanted to get more. What's it called now? I wanted her to just go and meet the teacher and say, Madam, this boy just complained, but she went to the top. She went straight to the top. Because I know that, yes, being the teacher is hard. I used to teach back in the days, it's hard. So sometimes you might lose it. And, so I wanted her to warn the lady first and not just go straight to the top. But my dear, thoughts differently.
The deed was done.
Because I don't know. It's annoying when you come back home and your son telling you that somebody beats him and his body is aching him.
And I feel like at the end of the day, you don't want your child to feel like you don't believe them when they tell you.
Oh yes.
That's something that I'm particularly, conscious of. I don't want, because let's be honest, children lie. You understand? But then you want to be able to find out or figure it out when they lie and let them know that if you lie and I find out there will be consequences. But that must be balanced out with them knowing that you can always tell me, and my first stance would be to believe you until there's proof that you're lying. So if they know that it is innocent until proven guilty, it makes it easier for them to tell us the truth all the time.
Very true.
So I'm glad that he knew that he could come to his mommy and say this happened, and she would believe him. And then she actually went and
and did something about it.
Yeah.
And I like what the proprietor or proprietress did by coming up with a little game to find out if he was, because experience must have told that the owner of the school that kids will lie sometimes. So that's why he or she did that thing where they said, did this person betray life? Did this person? Yes, okay, then that this child cannot be lying. Then balanced it or checked it against the fact that there's a track record of that happening.
Yeah.
So I think you handled it
pretty well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me not lie, right? She says I'm a pacifist, I used to have a temper when I was growing up, but God has helped me. I've outgrown that.
Yeah.
So I'm really a pacifist at this stage of my life. But one of the things that changed when Kion was born was I looked at this person and I knew that at that time he didn't know me. I didn't exist. He didn't know anything about me. He didn't this person don't know me, but I can die for this person. Two, I can actually take a life for this person. You understand? So parenthood will change who you are.
Yeah.
So I can understand you just seeing red.
Yeah.
So I feel like Kion is the only reason why if anything happens to him, God forbid, I might react irrationally. So I don't really judge parents for my own needs. Let's just all make sure we have our checks and balances.
Very true.
In the way we handle these things.
Speaking, while we are on this topic, let me talk about my experience.
Oh.
No, not with Kion. With me.
Oh, right. Oh,
when I
right.
was in school.
Oh,
so I asked that question because myself and my sister had gone through teacher hitting us in school. So no, this one was memorable. I would never forget it. So we went to school, and it wasn't just school; it was lesson school. So lesson.
Oh, okay. After school.
Yeah, after school lesson. So it was another place. We went there, and we finished. And while we're doing it, my sister. I don't know what my sister did, but she wasn't naughty or anything. I think she was trying to understand something. And my sister she has always been and is still opinionated. So
Baby. Oh, okay.
Very opinionated.
Very.
So I think a teacher said something, and she was saying her mind. That's how the teacher learned her slap.
Slap.
The teacher slapped her, and she has always had ear issues right from when she was baby. So ear infection that would lead to even when you're older. So she's always had that, and my parents were always battling with her having ear problem. So the teacher landed that slap. Not only did she don't hear, but of course she couldn't hear anything again. So I now said, me, I was not there crying. Because as a child, I didn't know what to do. So I was like 13, 14, that's what I can remember. So I was crying. I was like, my sister's ear, she can't hear. Why did you slap her? We go home. On getting home, my mom was now at home. My mom used to have a restaurant. Sometimes she would come home. So she was at home this particular lovely day. And she was with her friend, a Calabar chick like that was hot tempered. So, first of all, she come when we walk in, you see your two girls with tears. And it's not as if
and you don't see your parents, you don't dance.
It started more because my own had stopped, but as soon as I got home,
in fact,
I was not bringing out more tears. And my mom now said, "What happened?" Man, we now told her, I now told her that a teacher slapped Chi. I said, did she touch you? Was it he? Did he hit you? He. I now said, no, there's just Chi. She said, okay. My mom went inside. What short knicker? As in, anytime I hear this, I just picture Mama, I'm like, one short knicker, tight wrapper. Her friend was already wearing short knicker. She just said, give me wrapper. So they went. I think they told the man that my parents were coming. My mom was coming. The guy, they didn't find him. And my mom sat down there and said, you put to bring this man out. If you don't bring this man out for me to slap him back. then
The school is closed.
the lesson is closed. Nothing is going to do. We're now begging. My mom said, bring the man out. The Calabar lady, God rest her soul. She scattered that lesson. The man didn't still come out, but that was the last day we went to that lesson. They brought us back. But that was an experience. I was like, oh my goodness. If me at this age, if anything happened to Kian, I got a boom mad. I will kill someone.
You will not kill anybody in Jesus' name.
Amen.
I was speaking hypothetically.
Okay, I'm speaking hypothetically. I got my boom mad.
No. I still have PTSD from the kind of beatings I got in school. Like,
I mean,
Yeah,
all those different.
my parents were in school too because of the beatings that some of the beatings I got.
my parents never stepped foot. My mom would say, "What did you do?"
Straight up.
What did you do? I did not do my own work. When you go back tomorrow, don't do it again. They will beat you again. My mom never went to school with me to do anything.
My dad was always there. My dad would see me. They touched you. Okay, don't worry. Next morning, he's before. In fact, as I'm going to school, he's coming with me. Where's the man? And they're never around.
They're never around.
Because they know.
They know.
Ah, man. So I feel like there isn't enough. We haven't. Yes, we haven't. Like there's so much more. And yes, these are conversations that we can have with you guys at work or at home. But we would like our viewers and our listeners to enjoy your incredible sense of humor and the experience.
Let them see what we've been enjoying.
Yes.
Wow.
There's enjoying and there's also enduring. But the both are happily together. When I say give me that look that you give me.
You said enduring.
I want to understand when the enduring comes in.
But thank you guys. I know that you guys are tired. You just
You just go back.
let's go back and all that.
Oh,
but
guys.
it means a lot to us that even as sleepy as Florence is, she came with Ike. So thank you guys so much. We've learned a lot, and then there are also a couple of things that I didn't know that I found out today.
Yeah.
We shall be talking about those things off camera.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for sharing.
No problem.
But quick one, just before you round off, I just want to say something. One of the things that you have to watch, I don't know, I just don't need to say this. Sure. One of the things you have to watch out from your kids is lies. For us, it's the major crime. Never allow them get used to lying.
And it starts from you.
Yes, lying brings every other vice.
Fair. That's
Everything lying. So create that environment where they can tell you the truth.
And where you don't lie to them.
Yes, I mean
That I think is important.
yeah.
Because
When you lie to them, you make it okay. So you can lie and I can't lie.
Which is why, normally, Kion will be like, Dada, where are you going? And then be like, oh, I just want to get something. I stopped doing that. I tell him, I'm going to work.
Exactly.
I'm leaving the house. I'll
be
see you
back.
later. I'll come and stuff like that. I tell him, Oga, you be
Especially
crying.
you make promises and tell him, okay, you know what? When you come back from school, we'll take you to grandma. We'll take you. You have to keep that.
Yes.
So I always tell him the truth. I'm going out. I'm going to work. This gang. I'm not going to, because earlier I used to lie and be like, oh, I just want to get something from the car downstairs or something. Now I just tell him I'm going to work.
Integrity.
Or daddy has to go out. Something, and then he starts crying. I'm like, don't worry, I'll be back. I'll be back in a few minutes or a few hours. Now he does this thing where he's like, will Dada be back in 100 minutes? And everything. So I'm like, maybe 200 minutes. Like, okay, Dada, 200 minutes. When I'm like, okay, when I step out of the house now, you start watching. So yes, you guys thank you for sharing that.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you for coming, guys. So, but before we go, right, we have a game that we want to play with.
Yes.
We are not going to play. You guys are going to play.
You guys are going to play the game.
We are going to be entertained.
We are going to be entertained.
So we will break it down
telling
to you guys what the parameters and the rules are.
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
I thought you were going to do
No, it's okay. It's okay.
No, but you start doing it for that.
Is it the same game?
Yes.
Okay,
So, the game. So, how many minutes do you have on this thing?
10.
Okay, so we have to be very fast with it. So, the game basically, she's going to show you on her phone, you
Lyrics.
on her phone, a nursery rhyme. We are not going to sing it. You are going to say it to her. Like you are toasting
Like
her.
you are toasting her with the lyrics.
With only the words. You are not going to add your own words. The limitation, you cannot add your own words. And she cannot laugh.
Oh, I can't laugh.
You can't laugh.
So you have
If you
to
laugh,
try, yes.
he has won.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Up in nursery rhyme, I know.
Then I wait to say because this one she's the queen of deadpan. She will just.
No, it's the one that you yes.
So
I hope it's nursery rhyme, I know. Do I have?
Yeah,
to-
reading.
I can read it.
You are reading.
But you
it, you're not
okay.
singing.
You don't.
Okay.
You don't.
Okay.
And don't sing. You can't sing. You're not allowed to
This
sing
one.
it.
Only the
First one.
Okay.
This one. So say it.
The first
First
verse.
You can do
first
first
and
and
second
second stanza.
Yeah. Try your best. You can put any character, like you can do
You can do
anything
voices,
to make her
whatever.
laugh, but you're not singing it and you cannot add your own words.
First, look at him now. You have to look at him.
Oh wait, no, I don't have to.
I know.
have to look at him.
No.
That's the rule.
You have to look at him. You have to look at him.
No.
You will not look at the
saying
person who's toasting
something now.
you.
He's
Yeah,
toasting.
you-
Our
you-
time is going.
Look
Alright,
at him.
let's
Now,
go.
wow.
Ah, the person who's toasting you now.
You can start off not looking. Get attention. Excuse me, young.
It's,
Let's go. 3, 2, 1,
Yes.
action.
you are my honey bunch, sugar plum, pumpy umbi, pumpkin. You're my sweetie pie.
Mike, to the mic.
You're my cupcake, gumdrop, snooze gum, gum. You're the apple of my eye. And I love you so much, I want you to know that I'll always be right here. And I love to sing sweet songs to you. Because you are so dear. I like to make you happy and watch you laugh and play. And when I see your smiling face, it brightens up my day.
Deep.
This is hard. I like to bring.
It's okay.
It's your wife's side.
Yeah,
It's
weekend
your
girl.
weekend
Yeah,
girl.
weekend
Yeah, weekend
No,
girl.
it's a very contemplative message.
Okay.
Huh?
Hey, brother.
It's okay, you have
It's
tried.
okay.
It's
You have
okay.
tried. You have tried.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
It's okay.
Florence.
If I just smile,
At
small.
least
smile.
just give him
When I
a
say
little
the
middle.
game, the challenge, now make her no laugh.
Chai.
I'm very obedient.
Thank you
Of
guys.
course, not sweating. Thank you guys for watching this episode.
Yes, sir.
The second episode was on discipline and language, and our friends IK and Florence came to talk to us. Remember, you should, for those watching, watch on YouTube, subscribe, like, share. We're getting
It's crazy how this is the second season and you're still struggling with this beat.
my
Which I still struggle
goodness.
with it, but that's irrelevant. You still struggle with this beat, baby. You're doing great.
on Duty Parenting Podcast. You will not lose my train of thoughts. We are on social media, Do Parenting Pod on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And you can follow the link on our bio, Ihoma Linda Ejiofor, and
Ibrahim Suleiman official.
our friends, their handles are Florence
Flexi okay.
IK_OKEY.
on Instagram. So check our link, follow the link to get all the what's the word, baby? Help me.
Oh,
Is it not 2 of us that own this
I
podcast?
thought you said that you're ignoring
I
it.
will choke you here, not in a very good
Baby! Come on! Alright guys, see you next time. Thank you so much for watching, and let us know what you think. If you have any questions, if you have any conversations you think we should be having, please let us know. We will be glad to do so.
Love you.